Oh, thank God I get to use this. Jeez. My beautiful children at home, I told you if I lost tonight, I would come home and we'd celebrate, and if I won tonight, I would come home and we'd celebrate. Well, I'm coming home, we're celebrating. God bless you all.
So Denzel Washington has taken home a couple of Oscars over the course of his career, but he hasn't won 8 times. And yeah, he's talking about one of those times in the new issue of Esquire magazine.
And the Oscar goes to...
It was the year 2000. In the year 2000, Conan, when Denzel was nominated for The Hurricane.
Kevin Spacey in American Beauty.
I have a memory of turning around and looking at him, and nobody was standing but the people around him, and everyone else was looking at me. Not that it was this way. Maybe that's just the way I perceived it. Maybe I felt like everybody was looking at me, because why would everybody be looking at me? Thinking about it now, I don't think they were. Well, I don't know if everyone or anyone was looking at Denzel as Kevin Spacey made his way to the stage, but I do know that Denzel's right that only the people, which would be the American Beauty section, stood up. No crowd mentality there. Denzel continued, "I'm sure I went home and drank that night. I had to. I don't want to sound like, oh, you won my Oscar or anything like that. It wasn't like that." Then Denzel implies that the sexual misconduct allegations that Kevin would face in 2017, but actually dated back to the mid-1980s, were rumored.
This is the highlight of my day.
Denzel says, "And you know, there was talk in the town about what was going on over there on that side of the street. And that's between him and God. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I pray for him. That's between him and his maker."
I hope it is not all downhill from here.
Now, Denzel also says that after that loss, he went through a time when Pauletta, his wife, would watch all the Oscar movies. I told her, I don't care about that. Hey, they don't care about me. I don't care. You vote, you watch them. I ain't watching that. I gave up. I got bitter. My pity party. That pity party didn't last very long because he won 2 years later for Training Day. So yeah, I think Pauletta only would have done his ballad for the year 2001. Because yeah, he would have been nominated again in 2002. So I can't see him still being pity party at that point. Yeah, so it's only 2001. But was she one of the ones that voted for Russell Crowe over Tom Hanks in Castaway? I want to know. Now, this isn't the only time that Denzel has vented about one of his Oscar losses.
Let me tell you a Sean Connery story.
Uh-oh.
He was up for The Untouchables. I was up that year for, I think it was Cry of Freedom.
So this was 1988, Denzel's first Oscar nomination.
He comes out to present an award and got a 3-minute standing ovation for presenting an award.
Wow.
I went to get the coats. I was going to get the coats because I know I ain't winning tonight.
Now, I do have to dispute what Denzel said on Off Script with Jamie Foxx, that very short-lived Facebook show.
Denzel Washington in Cry Freedom.
Denzel was actually in his seat when Sean was announced as the winner of Best Supporting Actor.
Sean Connery in The Untouchables.
So now we're leaving. I'm leaving without the Oscar, right? But as I'm leaving, I see the back of where they're doing they're getting the meal ready, the food ready for the governor's ball. I see a big tray. I'm like, I'm leaving here with something.
Now, Denzel smartly doesn't say anymore. Was it the tray? Was it an empty tray? Was it a tray full of stuff? Was it something off a tray? Who knows? He ain't saying.
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. Then my mother told me to get the flower arrangement. It's a true story.
Now, just to offset the idea that Denzel's a sore Oscar loser, the year that he won for Training Day, but before he won that night, his co-star Ethan Hawke lost in Best Supporting Actor.
And he whispers into your ear, it's better that you didn't win. Losing was better.
You don't want an award to improve your status. You want to improve the award status. That's the way he thinks.
Yeah, so on Who's Talking to Chris Wallace this past April, Ethan revealed that Denzel's words of losedom are still with him 22 years later.
The Academy Award has more power because Denzel has a couple. It didn't elevate who he was.
So do you appreciate Denzel's candid reactions to his Oscar losses? Like, it's not like he's saying these the next day. Like, the Kevin Spacey loss is 24 years ago, and the Sean Connery loss was 36 years ago. And I know we've actually devolved into a more simplistic approach to all these things, and everything's shade or hate or diss. But no, he's not really dissing the guys. He's just commenting on losing an Oscar. The comment on Kevin's impending downhill trajectory was interesting. What are your thoughts?